Let's see. Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to your digital classroom. You can see on the left side of the screen right now, kind of similar to what you see sort of every day, okay? You should have all of these things for math class. Make sure you have a pencil and lined paper and a calculator. At the top of your page, you should have your name and the date, and write that we're studying the volume of spheres. Spheres are it's a ball, okay? A ball is a sphere. It's a round three-dimensional object. Okay, and we're trying to figure out how much space they take up. If we know the radius or the diameter of that ball or that sphere, we can find the volume, how much space it's going to take up, okay? The formula is right there. You should have that written as well. And again, just a reminder, pause the video to work problems out with me, okay? The formula right there, like I said, is 4/3 pi times the radius to the third power, okay? And we've looked at lots of different shapes. We've been studying, let's see here. We looked at square prisms, a cube, and we looked at rectangular prisms, a cuboid, and we looked at cylinders, which is just a prism with a circle on each end. We studied the volume of cones and rectangular pyramids and triangular pyramids, different types of pyramids, and those take up 1/3 of the space that a cylinder with the same radius takes up. We looked at prisms that are all these different shapes. We looked at parallelograms and triangles and trapezoids, okay? Both ends were triangles or trapezoids or rectangles or squares, and then we found the area of the base, the triangle or the trapezoid or the square or the circle, and we multiplied that by the height, okay? Yesterday we found cones and pyramids by taking 1/3 of the area of the base times the height. Today we're going to find spheres, okay? Again, spheres are 4/3 pi times the radius cubed, okay? These resources are in your digital classroom, okay? When I go into the classroom, when I click on my classwork, when I click on these assignments, right, if I go into the assignment, there are a bunch of attachments, and all these things that are attached are there to help you. Okay, this was today's assignment. Here are the formulas for cones and pyramids, and here's the video, the YouTube video explaining how to find volume of cones and pyramids. And here are the formulas for all the different shapes, right? If it was a triangular pyramid, you had to find the area of the base and multiply by the height of the triangle. Okay, so these are your resources. Make sure you're using these. They're with your assignments. We're going to go into the IXL and we're going to solve a few of these problems together. We're going to find the volume of spheres, and then you're going to do it on your own. And if you have trouble, you're going to meet me in a Zoom meeting in the afternoon so I can help you. Okay, this says what is the volume of the sphere. Again, we're just going to look. We're going to look right here to remember that it's 4/3 pi times the radius cubed. Okay, volume equals 4/3 pi times the radius cubed, and then we're just going to fill in the known values, right? I'm going to highlight right here, this is my radius. Okay, it's half the distance across the circle, so it's 6 millimeters. So I'm going to do volume equals 4/3. And we're told to use 3.14 in place of pi. So I'm going to multiply by 3.14, and then I'm going to multiply by 6 to the third power. That's 6 millimeters to the third power. Okay, and I'm going to grab my calculator. You guys have these things. You know how to use them, right? And I'm just going to do this. Let me see here. 4 divided by 3, close parentheses, times 3.14 times 6 to the third equals 904.32, and that's going to be cubic millimeters. 904.32. Let's try it. 904.32, and let's just double check that. Let's see, we did we did 4 divided by 3 times 3.14 times 6 to the third power, and it got 90432. Let's try it. And there we go. Super. Okay, and this one's the exact same thing. I'll do one more of these with you and we'll see if we get anything different. Okay, again, we're being asked to find the volume. How much space does this ball take up? Okay, and again, volume equals, if you don't remember, go into the classroom, open your little resources, and you can have two windows open. Okay, you can have this one on one side and your work on the other. Okay, and we know that this is equal to the radius, and I'm going to make this smaller so I can see both of these windows at the same time. And so I'm going to do 4/3 pi r cubed, and I'm going to replace pi with 3.14, and I'm going to replace r with 4. So I'm going to do v equals 4/3 times 3.14 times 4, and that's centimeters again. Remember, 4 centimeters cubed. Units are really important. Okay, v equals, and let's grab our calculator and let's see here. 4 divided by 3 times 3.14 times 4 to the third power equals 267.946, repeating, and it tells me to round my answer to the nearest hundredth, so I'm going to look at that right there, and I'm going to go 267.9, and that 6 tells me to round up to a 5, and it is centimeters cubed, or cubic centimeters. So 267.95. Let's try it. 267.95. Oh, wrong place. 267.95, and I'm just going to make sure that's what I had there. Let's see. 946. Yep, that's what I'm going to go with. And we learn from mistakes. Okay, so now the only difference with this problem, boys and girls, the only difference here is that I'm not given the radius. Okay, the value that I'm given in this problem, remember, boys and girls, pause this video as you need to. Work these out with me on paper. Okay, draw the sphere and fill in all the information you have. We know that volume equals 4/3 pi r to the third power, and we know that 2 is equal to the diameter. Okay, 2 is equal to the diameter. That is not the radius. The radius is half of that. Okay, the radius is right here. That's the radius, and so it's 1 centimeter. So we're going to do r equals 1. So I'm going to do 4/3 times 3.14 times 1 centimeter to the third power. Okay, so really what I'm doing is 4 divided by 3 times 3.14. Let's try it out. 4 divided by 3 equals, well, let's clear because that's not 4 divided by 3. 4 divided by 3 equals times 3.14, and 1 to the third is 1, times 1 to the third equals 4.186, repeating. So V equals 4.186, repeating, and it says round to the nearest hundredth. That 6 tells me to go up, so I'm going to do V equals 4.1, V equals 4.19 centimeters to the third power, or cubed. Okay, 4.19. Let's try that out. All right, and this is the same problem. You're given the diameter, divide by 2, and then plug the values into the formula for volume of a sphere. And at the next level, it's the same problem. There's no difference here, okay? And what is the volume of this sphere? It's the same problem again. Just keep working through these problems, filling in what you know and finding what you don't know. For every one you're being asked, what is the volume? And I've worked through this and gotten to 100, and I haven't found anything different than these, so that's probably where I'm going to leave you today. Okay. The only difference when you get up to this higher level, they're asking you to work with decimals. Okay. If you're having any trouble with any of this, I will be in a Zoom meeting at 2:30 today. It's posted at the top of your stream with your assignments. Please meet me there. If you can't get this score over 60% in 20 minutes, over 60, you should reach out and say, Mr. Snee, I need some help, and I'm here for you. It's the last day of the week. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all next week, learning with you again on Monday. Thanks for being here. Have an amazing weekend.